Imagine a 55-kilometer bridge across the ocean, a 632-meter twisting tower, trains hitting 350 kilometers per hour, underwater tunnels 40 meters below the seabed, and a dam powering 60 million homes. These mega projects aren't concepts, they're real, operational, and redefining what's possible. This is China. Here are the 5 mega projects proving that China isn't building the future, they're already living in it. Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge. Our journey begins with a structure so ambitious that engineers worldwide questioned if it could even be done. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge isn't just a bridge, it's a 55-kilometer engineering marvel that connects 3 major cities across the Pearl River Delta. Opened in 2018, this isn't your ordinary bridge. It's actually a combination of bridges, tunnels, and artificial islands. Why tunnels? Because this waterway is one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. The solution? Engineers built a 7-kilometer underwater tunnel, allowing massive cargo ships to pass overhead while traffic flows beneath the ocean floor. The scale is mind-boggling. This project took 9 years to complete and cost over $20 billion. The bridge can withstand typhoons, earthquakes up to magnitude 8, and is built to last 120 years. Before this bridge, traveling from Hong Kong to Zhuhai took 4 hours by road. Now, just 45 minutes. But here's what makes it truly remarkable. The bridge carries more than just vehicles. It carries economic integration. It's physically connecting 3 distinct regions, each with their own governments and systems, into one cohesive economic zone. The Greater Bay Area, as it's called, now rivals Silicon Valley in innovation and economic output. This is infrastructure as strategy. This is thinking beyond roads and thinking about futures. Shanghai Tower. Now let's look up. Way up. At 632 meters tall, Shanghai Tower dominates the city skyline as China's tallest building and the world's second tallest structure. But height alone doesn't make this special. What makes Shanghai Tower a glimpse into the future is how it was designed. The building actually twists as it rises, rotating 120 degrees from bottom to top. This isn't just for aesthetics. This spiral shape reduces wind loads by 24%, making the building more stable and energy efficient. Speaking of elevators, Shanghai Tower houses the world's fastest. These engineering marvels travel at 25 meters per second. That's 74 kilometers per hour vertically. You can go from ground level to the observation deck on the 118th floor in less than a minute. To put that in perspective, your stomach barely has time to catch up. The building features 9 vertical zones, each functioning like a mini city stacked on top of each other. These zones include offices, hotels, retail spaces, and even cultural venues. Between each zone are sky gardens, green spaces suspended hundreds of meters in the air, providing natural ventilation and recreation areas. Shanghai Tower also achieved the highest green building certification, with double-glazed insulating glass panels, wind turbines, and rainwater collection systems. It's proof that you can build massive structures while still respecting the environment. This isn't just a building, it's a vertical city, a testament to how humanity can build upward without sacrificing sustainability. SHENZHEN-ZHONGSHAN link. If the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge seemed impressive, wait until you hear about its younger sibling. The SHENZHEN-ZHONGSHAN link opened just in June 2024, and it's already being called the next generation mega bridge. This 24-kilometer passage combines bridges, tunnels, and artificial islands across the Pearl River estuary. But here's where it gets interesting. The underwater tunnel section stretches for 8 kilometers and sits 40 meters below sea level. That's deeper than a 13-story building is tall, buried beneath the ocean. The engineering challenges were immense. Workers constructed massive tunnel sections on land, each weighing as much as a small aircraft carrier, then floated them into position and sank them precisely onto the seabed. Imagine parallel parking something the size of a city block, underwater, with millimeter precision. The bridge section features cable stays, with towers rising 270 meters above the water. The entire project took 7 years and over 50,000 workers. Before this link, traveling between Shenzhen and Zhongshan took nearly 2 hours. Now it takes 20 minutes. But here's the bigger picture. This project isn't just about saving time, it's about creating a connected megacity. The link integrates 9 cities in the Greater Bay Area, home to 86 million people, into one interconnected economic powerhouse. This region's GDP already exceeds many countries. This is what happens when infrastructure meets vision. China High-Speed Rail Network. Now let's talk about the crown jewel of Chinese infrastructure, the high-speed rail network. With over 50,000 kilometers of track, China operates more high-speed rail than the rest of the world combined. The CR400 series trains currently dominate the network, cruising at operational speeds of 350 kilometers per hour. That's faster than most Formula One cars race on a track. The journey from Beijing to Shanghai, nearly 1,300 kilometers, takes just 4.5 hours. By comparison, the same distance by car would take 14 hours. But speed is just the beginning. These trains run with punctuality that would make Swiss railways jealous. The average delay across the entire network is less than 2 minutes. Think about that. With hundreds of trains running daily across thousands of kilometers, they maintain precision timing that most city subways would envy. The scale of operation is staggering. Over 10 million passengers use this network daily. That's like moving the entire population of Sweden every single day. The system is so extensive that it's transformed how Chinese people live and work. People now commute between cities the way others commute between neighborhoods. The technology keeps advancing too. The new CR450 prototype trains are currently being tested, designed to reach operational speeds of 400 kilometers per hour, with test speeds hitting 450. When fully deployed by 2027, the journey from Beijing to Shanghai could drop to just 3 hours. This isn't just transportation. This is a complete reimagining of distance and time. Three Gorges Dam. Finally, let's discuss pure power. The Three Gorges Dam, sitting on the Yangtze River, is the world's largest hydroelectric power station. The numbers alone are staggering. This concrete giant stretches 3 kilometers wide and stands 185 meters tall. It holds back a reservoir 600 kilometers long. The dam's 32 turbines generate 22,500 megawatts of power, producing roughly 100 billion kilowatt-hours of electricity annually. That's enough to power over 60 million homes. But the dam does more than generate electricity. It controls flooding that historically devastated communities along the Yangtze River. Before the dam, floods killed hundreds of thousands over the decades. Now, the dam regulates water flow, protecting millions of people downstream. The dam also features the world's largest ship locks, allowing massive vessels to navigate elevation changes equivalent to a 40-story building. Ocean-going ships can now travel 2,400 kilometers inland from Shanghai, opening up the heart of China to international trade. The project took 17 years to build and displaced over 1 million people, sparking legitimate debates about the human and environmental costs of such mega projects. Yet it stands as a monument to human engineering capability. This is infrastructure at a scale that reshapes landscapes, redirects rivers, and powers nations. The future ahead, but China isn't stopping here. The nation that built all of this is already planning its next wave of impossible projects. In 2025, China began constructing the Yarlung Tsangpo hydropower system in Tibet, planned to become the world's largest hydropower project, generating 3 times the power of the Three Gorges Dam. A massive renewable energy complex in the Gobi Desert aims to achieve 455 gigawatts of capacity by 2030, making it the largest clean energy installation on Earth. The Sichuan-Tibet Railway, expected to finish in 2030, will conquer some of the world's most challenging terrain, with 90% of the track at elevations over 3,000 meters. China's Tiangong space station, completed in late 2022, has become an active hub for international cooperation, with a space telescope planned to dock for maintenance. And they're targeting a manned lunar landing by 2030, positioning themselves as a major space power alongside the United States. These aren't distant dreams. These are funded projects, already underway, with completion dates measured in years, not decades. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the future, hit that like button and subscribe for more content exploring the most incredible engineering projects on Earth. See you in the next one.